Alive and Well is brought to you by Pine Rest Christian Mental Health Services.
This Alive and Well segment is sponsored by Pine Rest. The holiday season is quickly approaching, and most of us are eagerly anticipating wonderful times with family and friends, celebrating time-honored traditions, savoring our favorite holiday treats, and more. For most of us, we will also feel some amount of stress, juggling all the extra activity, the family dynamics. You know. Dr. Greg Mallis joins us today from Pine Rest with tips on how to enjoy the holiday season with more stress less stress, more joy.
Yes,
let's
that's
get it
what we
right
want.
here.
Mm-hmm.
It is funny because all the things we love about the holidays are the things that stress us out, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Upkeep of the traditions. What if I get them wrong? What if I don't have any? And isn't that sad? Or
Right.
being around all the family.
Yep.
There's joy in that, but it can be tough.
Yeah, it can be incredibly stressful. There's so much pressure on the holidays to be great, to be fun, to be enjoyable, to have everybody have a good time. And wherever there is that kind of pressure, there's often stress that comes along with it.
You have given us some great tips, so I want to go through them and kind of have you help people to understand how they can incorporate these. You say make time for relaxation and rest. That makes sense to me.
It does, but we don't always do it, especially around the holidays.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. There's so much we want to fit in. And it's important to also just take some time to just be and enjoy the season, enjoy the fun things. We spend so much time doing in our lives that sometimes it's a good reminder to just sit back and be for a little bit, be in this world that we've created.
Next, you say be realistic about expectations of
Yeah.
yourself and others, probably.
Absolutely. Yep. Be realistic of all the expectations, because we have expectations. We have an idea, an image in our head of how we want the holidays to look, how we want our kids to behave, how we want our family to respond. But be realistic. We can't control all of those things. So control what you can, influence where you can, but let the other things go.
Realize that it's okay to say no.
Absolutely. We can set boundaries. We are not super people. We can't do everything that we might like, and sometimes we have to say no, and that's okay. And even if people are disappointed because we say no, we do want to take into consideration how much we can do without really burning ourselves out. So sometimes no is important.
This next one, I relate to this so much. Try not to compare your holidays to other people. And social media is evil during the holidays. I'm sorry, there are not that many Norman Rockwellian holidays around, town here.
Well, so the thing about social media is that people are curating images of their lives, right? They get to pick the one that looks best. And we see that, and we tend to think, oh, that means everything is just like that. Yeah. But we don't know that right before that and right after, all the kids were screaming and throwing food, and somebody's stomping out because they're angry. So we just want to acknowledge that's a beautiful picture of their family. I hope they're having a good time. And remember, it's okay if our family is not perfect, because perfection's not a thing that really exists, right? Perfection's an idea, and it's good to work towards perfection as long as we can also accept and appreciate we're never going to hit perfection. And we just want real, right? Our family is real, all of the good things and all of the bad things.
Yeah. You say focus on the positives. Again, this is something that's easier said than done a lot of the times.
Yeah, but especially around Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? The idea is to reflect on and give thanks for the things that we have, right? Christmas is about giving gifts and about appreciating gifts, right? So take that time to really think about what are the blessings that we have, what are the things that are going well in our lives, along with what are the things that are not going well. Because we always have both, but we tend to focus more on the negative. How would we feel if we shifted more towards being intentional about thinking about the positive?
The season comes and goes so quickly. It gets over with, and sometimes there's like this feeling of loss. I didn't do it all right. Whatever wasn't perfect or wasn't up to expectations. And I think a lot of people suffer after the holidays.
Absolutely, yep. And so again, that's reminding ourselves, what are our expectations and what was reasonable? It didn't go perfectly, because nothing does. What do we want to try and make better next year? And then we can think about how do we do that. But we also want to look back and appreciate what did go well. What did I have a good time with? Who did I connect with that I wanted to? Because there's always things that we can look back on and say, yeah, that actually went pretty well, even if these 5 things didn't.
Yeah, good. All right, well, all terrific advice. And for more information and tips on navigating some of the challenges that come with the holidays, visit pinerest.org/holidays. Thanks for being here.
Happy to do it.